Hey guys, Supersonic123 aka John here. Welcome to episode number 36 of the Everton Career Mode. In today's episode features two games against Arsenal, as you might suspect from the title. One, the first leg of our Champions League quarter final at Goodison Park, and the other, a trip to the Emirates to take Arsenal on in the league. But before those two, though, we have to welcome Sunderland to Goodison Park as we aim to keep up our race of Champions League football in the Premier League. We'll have to keep it going, more or less. Taking on a below average Sunderland side, if I'm to be brutally honest, although, not the best Sunderland side that we're facing in this game, but they will get us underway here with Jack Rodwell having a shot. Fellow went over the bar without much trouble for obviously Jack Rodwell played for Everton before joining City and being almost a flop there. And then our first chance of the game would come here through Paco Alcacer as he would cut inside from the left, play the ball outside to James McCarthy. He would dance inside, but then his finesse shot would be saved by Costel Pantilimon, and he would put it behind for a corner. So close on goal, and I don't know how Pantilimon actually saved that. Maybe I delayed the shot too much. And just to notice, guys, that in this episode there's a bit of lagging when it comes to the in-game gameplay. I'm sorry, not a lot I can do about that if I'm being honest. I'm not sure what I could have done to prevent that from happening, but just so happens that's the case. Callum Chambers then would get the ball into the box as a final chance of the game, and then Paco Alcacer's header would be saved by Pantilimon as it would finish Everton 0, Sunderland 0. So disappointed, obviously, to only get a draw at home to Sunderland, a game which realistically we should be winning. But I'm taking the more glass half full approach. It's our top four race to lose at this stage, and I don't think we have much chance of finishing any higher than fourth at the minute. We're like 10 points behind third, so I think realistically, barring a capitulation of massive proportions, we're going to finish fourth in the league for our second consecutive season. But it remains to be seen how well we do in the Champions League. Anyway, we start more or less a full-strength side, with the exception of Mason Hogan holding it right back for this game against Arsenal at Goodison Park in the Champions League. Also, Hassan Lewis Cook checking into the side. Obviously, of all the teams you could have gotten in the quarterfinal of the Champions League, in the draw, this is the first round in which we could have gotten another English side, so on that note, we couldn't have faced another English side before this round. But on the other hand, Arsenal are one of the weaker teams we could have gotten in the draw, Could have gotten Real Madrid, Barcelona, I think Juventus were in there as well, I'm pretty sure, PSG, so actually, I'm not sure Juventus were. I think it was mainly Real Madrid, Barcelona, and PSG that we avoided in this draw. But it's going to be by no means an easy tie. But we would draw first blood in the first leg, with Michy Batshuayi finishing with a plum past the goalkeeper Petr Cech to make it Everton 1, Arsenal 0. It's a well-worked goal as well. Baines finding Barkley, and the local boy Barkley finds the Belgian Batshuayi, and he slots past Petr Cech to give Everton the lead. With David Luiz playing in defence for Arsenal in this game, the number 44. He had little to do to try and stop Batshuayi there, and to stop the Belgian getting his first Champions League goal of the season. Second, sorry, it's corrected there. Anyway, Arsenal will retaliate. Danny Welbeck gets it across towards Alexis Sanchez, and that is saved by Tim Howard. And Leighton Baines picks up the loose ball. But it is Everton 1, Arsenal 0 at half time. And as we go into the second half here, Arsenal for the equaliser. Aaron Ramsey turns inside his man. Repeatedly goes inside as the biggest piece of lag of the whole episode comes here. But Aaron Ramsey gets his shot away, saved by Jim Howard, put out for a corner as we try and maintain our lead here. Now Gerard Deulofeu trying to double our lead here, plays in Mohamed Besic, and his shot goes wild over the bar, the substitute Besic, and as a final hurrah, final attempt to double our lead goes in vain. Arsenal are unable there to assert themselves and try and get an equaliser, as it does finish Everton 1, Arsenal 0, And now the reverse fixture, not in the Champions League, the second leg will come in the next episode, but instead we travel to take on the Gunners in the league at the Emirates Stadium, and I had to play somewhat of a weak team here. I was able to bring Callum Chambers back into the side against his former team, obviously because we rested him for the Champions League by playing Mixon Holgate instead, and Paco Alcacer's back up front. But aside from that, Arsenal playing a much different team as well. You know, since back pairing of Mertesacker and Koscielny, David Luiz completely dropped, didn't even make the bench, and same goes for the likes of Marco Verratti, who was on the bench for Arsenal, as you can see. And then our team is played some fringe players like Morales got a run out, so did Brunez Mori and Browning and Juan Bernat as well, and Tom Cleverley as well in the number 10 role, as we try and beat Arsenal with this not fully full strength side. It's not a full strength side by any stretch of the imagination, you know. And Arsenal, as you can expect, did manage to create a lot of chances in this game. There you see Hector Bellerin going for the shot past Tim Howard, and it would go wide of the post. And then 10 minutes of the second half, Mohamed Betic plays in Tom Cleverley, and Tom Cleverley is what I believe is our first shot of the game. Gives Everton the lead, makes it Arsenal 0, Everton 1. Turn inside from Callum Chambers against his former side. The Bosnian Betic plays in Cleverley, and the former Man United midfielder finishes past Petr Cech to make it Arsenal 0, Everton 1. And it's a great finish from Cleverley as well. Cleverley isn't a player I use particularly often, but when I do use him, he does put in a decent shift in the number 10 role. Normally is where I would utilise him, and he gets his first Premier League goal of the season. Then Arsenal retaliate here. Santi Cazorla, going down the right wing, plays in Nacho Monreal, and his cross is headed down, and then a fantastic volley from Laurent Koscielny, scored today in real life against Southampton, and against Everton in FIFA. He's punished us once again. Monreal's cross is met by Alexis Sanchez, I believe. One of the shortest players on the pitch gets a header on it, but what I want to focus on is what is Tim Howard doing there. That is really poor goalkeeping from the American, I think. Just ironic he was wearing the captain's armband and everything, because obviously Jagielka wasn't playing. And Lewis Cook then would try and regain the lead for us. His shot going narrowly wide of the post. We got somewhat of a barrage on goal in the latter half of this game, and Lewis Cook there getting one of the best chances that we ended up having. Then once again, James McCarthy would slide in a perfect ball to Kevin Morales. He had to turn inside his man, but his shot was far from perfect as it escaped behind the post from Kevin Morales, who hasn't really played much. I've tried giving Hesse more of a chance because I know he has more room to grow. I've seen him grow to the high 80s in some games, you know, so no reason why he can't reach that for me. And then Arsenal would have a chance there with, I believe that's Oxlade Chamber. No, it's Francis Coquelin hitting the post with a header, and it would finish Arsenal 1, Everton 1. And obviously some player training here. I'm going to look at the tables as we round off this 36th episode of the series, and we come closer and closer to the end of Season 2, potentially the end of the series as well, depending on how it goes. With Ireland, we had a couple of World Cup qualifiers. We need to win our two remaining ones to have a chance of qualifying. But actually, we're sitting 4th place, 3 points ahead of our crossy rivals Liverpool. And then the next game, we take on Arsenal in Champions League and Aston Villa and Newcastle in the Premier League. So, I hope you enjoyed this episode, guys. Like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you next time.